Right, so I'm sure you've seen, if you've been here for a while, you've seen all my videos on how to get Pokemon cards working with TCG Shop Simulator. You'll be glad to know the original mods are pretty much back up, at least the main content mods. So it's Samurai, he's uploaded, or they have uploaded some new mods. We're going to go through how to install that from scratch. We're going to use the Game Pass version, but the same concept works on Steam. Really simple. We're going to fly through it now. So this is the mod that we're going to install by the end of this video. We'll have to install this one last because you have to get other bits and pieces we need to put in first, but we're going to go through all of that. The first one we need to install is this pre-configured Belfin EX with Configuration Manager. If you've watched my other videos and you've got this installed already, you can skip across to the other essential mods needed. But this one is really simple. You're going to download it, and then once it's in your downloads, you're going to right click and you're going to extract it to your game location. Now, if you're not sure where your game location is, it can be found in two ways. If you're on Game Pass, open up Xbox Game Pass, find your game, which is TCG Shop Simulator in this, the three dots, click on that, go to Manage, and then in there you'll have an option called Files. Go to Files, click Browse, and that will open up the file directory of where your game is installed. So it's on my PC, hard drive 2, Xbox games, and you scroll to the bottom, or wherever in alphabetical order, you'll see TCG Card Shop Simulator. Double click on that, double click on content, and then this is the main game root folder. So once you've found your root folder, you can just get to your Belfin EX with Configuration Manager, right click on it, extract, and then find that file location. So for me, it's D drive, Xbox games, the game, content, and that's where you're going to want to do it. I'm not going to do it now because it's already in there, but that's the first thing you want to do to get the Belfin EX Configuration Manager. Now you've got the pre-configured Belfin EX with Configuration Manager installed, we want to install the enhanced prefab loader. The link again will be put in the description below if you're struggling to find it. When I go on that, you want to make sure you've got the essential requirements, which is the Belfin EX Pack TC. That's what we've got. That's the Configuration Manager. So we're fine with that one. Files, and then you want to go to Manual Download, Enhanced Prefab Loader. Once that's downloaded, find it in your Downloads folder. See, it is here. You're going to want to make that bigger. You're going to want to right click on that and extract it to the location you downloaded it. Really important. Extract it to the place you downloaded it. Once you've extracted it, you're going to want to open it up and copy these two files. Right click and copy, and you want to paste them straight into your Belfin EX. That's back here. Copy and paste those straight into that folder. If it asks you to replace any files, just click yes. So that's you installed the Configuration Manager and the prefab loader. The next one we want is a phone overhaul. This basically overhauls the phone, lets you add your own apps on, and all these mods work with this. So again, check the requirements that we've met it, because we've got the pre-configured Belfin EX with Configuration Manager. If you want the Belfin EX Converter app, click on it, download it, follow the same process as all of this. We're not going to show that this time, but that basically lets you view all the mod things through the app. You can just press F1 if you want to do that, though you don't really need it. So it's recommended. Download it if you want. It's pretty straightforward. So the phone overhaul, we're going to go to Files again, and you're going to want to Manual Download. So Manual Download that. Once it's downloaded, find it in your downloads, and you're going to want to extract this phone overhaul straight to your file directory where your game is installed. So we found that earlier through the Xbox Game Pass, but basically find it, D drive is mine, Xbox games, TCG Shop Simulator, content, extract it into this folder here. If it asks you to replace any files, click yes, and then that's the phone overhaul extracted and working. So we've got the three installed. The next one we're going to do is the holographic overhaul. That one basically lets you have holographic cards in the game. So we go to Files, and again we go Manual Download. It's not very big, so it shouldn't take long. So that's downloaded, and again we want to extract this the same place as we put the phone mod, and that is straight into your root folder. So wherever we found earlier, Xbox games, Shop Simulator, you're just going to do it straight into there. Click extract. It's going to ask you, do you want to replace some files? If it does ask you that, click yes. No dramas there. And now that is the holographic overhaul installed, which means we get holographic cards in the game. The next mod we're going to put in is the collection tracker. This basically adds a way to track your collections with the new Pokemon mods, essentially. So we'll just check the requirements. We've obviously done all of that, which is perfect. We're going to want to go to Files, and we're going to want to go Download, Manual Download. It'll ask you if you've got the essential mods. Click Yes. We've already done those steps. I'm on slow download at the minute because we haven't got the fast downloads enabled, but it's not going to take too long. Okay, now collection tracker's downloaded. We want to extract it to the same location it's downloaded to. Extract. You got a Belfin EX folder. You're going to want to take that folder and copy it straight into the same place your game directory is installed. So we take that, drag it into content, whack it into here. It's going to ask you possibly if you want to replace any files. If it does, just click yes. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. So that's the collection tracker installed. There's now one more essential mod we've got to put in before we get to the actual collection itself. And that is the grading overhaul. This basically overhauls the grading process, adds PSA on it, adds loads of different pieces. Again, check the requirements. We've met all those. I'm going to go to Files. We want to go Manual Download. Download that. Okay, so once you've downloaded your grading overhaul mod, you're just going to extract that into the game root location again. Just where I've extracted the other one, so not in the Belfin EX folder, into where your game.exe file is. Again, we found that at the beginning of the video. You're going to select folder, you're going to extract it straight into there. If it asks you to replace some files, click yes. If it doesn't, no problem. That's it, extract it into there. So that's all the essential mods downloaded now. So finally, we've got all the mods we need downloaded to make this work. We're now going to download the actual mod that brings a Pokemon into it. So there's a few different files on here. You go to the file section, there's the Pokemon expansions, statues, figurines, accessories, Pokemon Shop app. We're going to go through every single one of these and extract the files into the right places and show you how to do it. So we go to our download folder and we find the one that we've just downloaded, which is the Pokemon expansions mod. You're going to right click and click extract all, extract it to your downloads folder. It's going to take a minute because it's a 5 gig file. Once that's extracted, you're going to get your Belfin EX folder and you're going to copy it straight into, you can drag it straight into your main game directory on Steam, or in my case, Xbox Game Pass. So we're going to take it, drag it, copy it. It'll ask you, do you want to replace files? Replace the files in the destination. Absolutely do that. Let it do its thing. And that is the Pokemon cards installed. Now we're going to go through the rest of the files in the mod thing, because you can see in the mod thing we've got a few different files. There's the expansions, the statues, the figurines, and the accessories, and the shop app. So you want to manually download all of them, and then we'll go through how to install them as well. So the next one is the Pokemon Statues mods. We're going to right click on that, extract all, again extract it to this location, take the Belfin EX folder, copy that into your game directory, and then we're going to have the figurines. Again, right click, extract all to this folder location. You'll see you have the Belfin EX folder. Again, drag that straight into your game directory, the same place we've put all the other ones. Again, extract accessories to that location. Open up the Belfin EX folder, drag and drop. Finally, the shop app, right click, extract, open it up, Belfin EX, drag it straight into, yes, you guessed it, the folder your .exe file is in. So that is all of the parts of the mod installed. When we load the game, we should see the Pokemon in there if you've done it all correctly. So if the game takes a little bit to load into, don't stress about it, it's not a problem. It's just the game loading all the mods. The first time always takes a little bit longer than the rest. So when you open the game, if the game works and not crashes, you know you've done it right. Click tab, you're gonna see your phone, click the mouse, swipe it to the left, you'll see this other Pokestock app. Now if you want to know how to get extended TCGs and Drax's Pokestock mods, check out my other videos, we'll show you on those. But you go to the Pokemon shop and then there you have it. You have all your booster packs right up to Neo Genesis, I think, Neo Destiny, my apologies. But that's shop level 133, so there's loads of Pokemon packs to get you started. Accessories in here, you've got Pokemon Adventures, you've got manga, you've got mouse mats, you've got all sorts of stuff, all the way down to Neo Destiny theme packs. You've got the figurines, you've got Bulbasaur, you've got Charmander, you've got Squirtle, you've got Eevee, you've got the Game Boy games, you've got Nintendo games, Gold, Silver, Sapphire, Leaf Green, all of that. So you've got all of that Pokemon content to the game. And that is the closest we can get at the minute to having Pokemon back in TCG Shop. If anything doesn't make sense, guys, or you're confused about anything, leave a comment or join the Discord and I will help you to the best of my ability. If you follow this video, you should be able to find out everything you need to know. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.